Hey YouTube, what's up? So, in my previous dirt bike video, I put on my Service X Factory handguards. Now I've done some small changes, and I'm still waiting for stuff to come in, but this is a pretty good kickstand already, you can tell. Now, it's really good. It's on a stand. I could have showed you it on it, but this thing doesn't, like on the KTMs, it'll pop up really fast, but this one is like all the way down and it pops down really fast. It's pretty nice. And you pop it up. That was only the spring, so I mean, nothing too bad. But yeah, so the Moose Racing kickstand is $100 roughly. I got mine at Chaparral, which was pretty much, I think it was like 107 at most, something like that. And yeah, it fits really well on my bike. You get a new subframe bolt and a new chain slider bolt, and then there's a little spacer back here, and you have to kind of, if you can see that the subframe isn't correctly on, I guess you could say, it's because there's in between the frame and the subframe, there is a little space because you got to pry this back just to get to that. That's why they gave you a new bolt for your subframe. And back here, right there, they gave you a new bolt because the chain slider, the original one from KTM, would be way too short, and it kind of has to pop out with the spacer right there, right in there. And yeah, I have looked at these kickstands. I have not found one. Sorry, I have not found one with this exact kickstand. But KTM is also different than most bikes. Well, it's kind of obvious right there, but oh jeez, they don't have the foot pegs don't pop off. The mount won't, at least. It's welded to the frame. So like, I've seen one Moose Racing stand, and it was for a Honda, and you could pop off the mount for the Honda stand, but you could pop off the mount for the foot peg, and it's welded, if you can see that, and you can't get it right there, so what you do is you'd fit it right there and it'd pop up. But overall, it was a little bit of a difficult assembly. It's fitting really well on my bike. It pops out a little bit, but it doesn't go past the foot peg. And yeah, it's pretty good. They give you two, well, they have another stand just like this. It's pretty much the same, but I don't think they have a secondary hole, so you can move wherever you want. The first hole is plenty tight enough. You can hold it right there, and it's not popped up or down. But it's pretty solid sounding, and you gotta pay attention for how the spring goes, because while it's down, like you're gonna assemble it, the spring, I put it the other way, and this one was obviously different too, but watch this spring as I pop it up. It was right about there, and it was probably right there. So it would have popped out on us, and you want to try to get the nut loose, and there's a nut on the other side too, but you want to try to get that loose and have it adjust itself and then tighten it. But otherwise, what I've done to my bike is I've put some little, I think they're like 2-inch LEDs with a little aluminum piece right there on both sides. I don't have a light, none of that. I have a very small little tail light. It's pretty tiny, but it's actually very bright, and we still have to do something with the wire, but just drilled a hole right there. And I should have taken my bolt out of my seat so I could show you, but there's a little battery box mount. I bought a battery box for a 2011 KTM 450 SX, which I don't think they make. I think it was an SXF, And I also bought a switch. So I will just show you guys the lights later. Overall, the stand, it's been pretty good so far. And it doesn't, I should probably wrap this up, but on the Honda stands, or the ones made by Moose, and I think Promoto Billet, they go, well, I mean, they're not sticking out that far, but they go right there pretty much. They don't go that high like that. And on the regular KTM stands, you don't have to do any of this, so it's kind of just like right there. And it'll probably be right in there, so a little bit tighter. And so it's been a good stand. I'll tell you guys when I go test it, which will probably be a few months since my bike is a red sticker, and that really doesn't help that I can't ride it. But I'm just trying to get everything I can done to the bike before I take it out to desert season. Probably the next thing would be a skid plate, and that will be the Devil skid plate, which is 136, 140-ish with tax probably. And I'll do a review on that. I'm sorry I didn't get the installation. I kind of didn't think about it, and it took a good 40 minutes, so my longest video has only been 20 minutes, so I just wanted to make this a quick little, maybe 10-minute, but looks like it's only 6 so far. And yeah, that's about all I've done. Oh, and by the way, it does come with a little strap. It even comes with a rivet for it. It's pretty much just a Velcro strap. Nothing fancy like the ones on KTM. I'm gonna keep it because I've never had a kickstand. The last bike I had was a 65, and I could not find a kickstand for that. So I'm probably just gonna, I'm not sure, but my dad has never lost a spring, and I hope mine's the same way. And yeah, I'll give you guys an update when by the time I get my skid plate, or later than that, around desert season. So yeah, that's about it.